Hello, good morning, entertainment daily lovers. Yeah, I promised you guys that we are going to jump right in this morning to see if Justin Dean is continuing with his story and whatnot. He has actually made a post, but he is yet to make another video post. Okay, he just posted a write up, but there is something going on social media, and because of what Justin Dean said in his previous videos and whatnot that he has posted, I wanted us to come right in and discuss this. Okay, so on the thumbnail, you will see a lady there that some of you might not recognize. Okay, and then you see Justin and Koro Obidi as usual, because it's them we are discussing. Um, that being said, okay, give me a second. Let me check this stuff. I have to also check our sound at some point. Make sure that it's okay. Anyways, so um, what's going on? Charged my phone. It look like I wanted to check my sound. Sorry, my phone is off, but I will do that in a bit. Pardon my voice. It is morning over here. Welcome, Entertainment Daily lovers. Please do not forget to subscribe, turn on notification, join the conversation, drop your 2 cents if you're listening to this, and let's just keep talking. So Justin Dean actually talked about how Koro Obidi did this, Koro Obidi did that. We listened to all of the second part, I will call it that, because the first part he posted 4 videos. He posted from part 1 according to him to part 4. So yesterday we're listening part 5 to how many, I don't know what it was, if it was 3 or 4 more videos or so, but I think the last video he titled part 10. So I don't know if he posted 5 more videos. Okay, so if we're working with what Justin Dean is posting, so we're already at part 10 at this time. All right, so Justin, in his videos, right from the first part of this is tell all story, Justin has constantly accused Nigerians of supporting Koro Obidi because Koro Obidi is their sister, accusing Africans or even people of color, black people generally, of not wanting to say the truth because, in his words, he's the one that is telling the truth. With all these receipts that he's presenting that are not receipted, in my opinion. But anyways, so that's going to bring us to what we want to discuss today. So the lady you see on the thumbnail, for those of you that do not recognize her, her name is Nkechi Blessing Sunday. She is a Nigerian and she's mostly referred to as a Nollywood actress. And I will tell you why I said she is mostly referred to as a Nollywood actress. I will mention some names of Nollywood actors or actresses or actors in general that when you hear that name, you know the name, you can quickly, immediately their names are said, you can even mention 10 movies at least that you know they've featured in. Likes of Omotala Jalade Ekende, Genevieve Naji. If we even have to go down to Asaba, Nollywood, okay? We can mention names of likes of Destiny Etiko, Queen Hilbert. There are so many, so many of them, right? That when you hear their names, you know that these are actors. But this Blessing Nkechi Sunday, I've never seen one single movie that she's featured in. So it simply means that, one, I don't think she's talented. Not I don't think, I know. Because a good actor, it's easy to spot, even in their very first movies, people that have not been there for so long. Okay, for example, Dakore Igusin, she's been acting for a very long time, but her younger brother Timini came in not too long ago. But the boy is doing good, and the boy was even in Funke Akindele recent movie, A Tribe Called Judah, nailed it. Who else are we going to talk about? Is it let's talk about the Uche Nancy, the producer. Uche Nancy has this little girl that she's raising that is called Ebube Obio. I think that's her name. She's a little person, you know. I mean, a little person. If you know, you know what I mean. Very talented actress, doing her thing. Or should we talk about Ruth Kadiri's production? There are so many new actors Right now, none of their names are coming to mind, but if I see their face, I know that I've seen these people, I've seen them in movies. But this particular actress that we're here to discuss, that you see on my, I'm just this God. I'm so disappointed at how some people reason. It is unbelievable. You know, sometimes you just sit back and you want to think, are you kidding me right now? Okay, so I cannot tell you one movie that this person that she's referred to as an actress has featured in. I cannot tell you. In fact, even if it's a Wakapa scene, I cannot tell you that I know anything that Nkechi Blessing Sunday has actually done. With the giant size of her head, there is actually nothing inside that head. It's actually an empty head with no brain. Seriously. When you're not able to think for yourself and you still will not be quiet, you will be this loud. And some of you say, why is it people are entitled to their opinion? Nkechi Blessing is the same person that came out sometime in 2023, if I'm not mistaken, or 2022, somewhere around there, had a nasty separation with the man she was with, that was based in the UK, that she dated, and it was a hot mess. You guys, we can pull that out, and they both bashed themselves back to back on social media. So to think that the same Nkechi Bless and that man, I cannot remember his name right now. He calls himself Honorable something something Molahan or something. So I don't know this difficult name, but anyways, but people that knows Nkechi Blessing knows the story that I'm trying to say. So to think, and that guy came out saying a whole lot of things, went as far as talking about how Nkechi Blessing will not even take a shower, how Nkechi Blessing doesn't know how to wash down there, how she stinks. And he said a whole lot of things. And she came out debunking. Nkechi Blessing came out debunking, trying to tell people not to believe that if that was the case, why was he with her? He's a liar, he's a this. But now Justin Dean came out doing the same thing that the guy that Nkechi Blessing was with did to Nkechi Blessing, that she was running helter-skelter, looking for who was going to defend her. And Nigerians stood with her, calling the man out, telling the man to calm down, that even if that's the case, he should forget about it. They've already broken up. They're no longer together. So move on. This man talked about how Nkechi Blessing lied about everything. So to think that this is the same untalented Nollywood actor called Nkechi Blessing, that I don't even want to call her an actress. I don't want to call her an actor because she does not have talent. The only talent she has is to date losers and then come on social media and start ranting. Mannerless person. Zero home training. Zero. Are they shame for some people? Seriously. Are they shame for some people in their family? Seriously. Because if someone that giant of her size cannot actually have common sense in her brain, then she will never, at this age, she will never have. And she has always displayed stupidity from the beginning. So let's get right into this. This is really pissing me off because if it was someone that, let's say, a single lady that has never been married, has never been in any serious relationship or had any, or someone that doesn't have experience in all of these things, that you don't understand, you've never had any difficulty, even if you've been dating, but you've just been so lucky that you've been meeting the right person, or you met the right person, or that, or whatever the case may be, even people you broke up with were not silly ass people, that they did not come out acting like boo boo the fool online. So one can understand if such people speak the way Nkechi Blessing just spoke, we can actually excuse them. Okay, we can actually come and explain to them that, look, you might have been lucky with your relationships, and your breakups and divorce and whatnot was not nasty. Okay, for example, I always use the Ireti Doyle's case. That's another Nollywood actress. Ireti Doyle said she got divorced long time ago. But nobody knew. Neither Patrick Doyle or Ireti Doyle, that's also Nollywood people, both of them. None of them came out to say anything. And nobody knew that Ireti Doyle was divorced until this 2023, that Ireti Doyle granted an interview and mentioned it. Everybody was surprised. Everybody was shocked. Because she was still bearing the name Ireti Doyle. And that's the Patrick Doyle's, that's the name. Like, so maybe if her name had changed, people would have suspected something. But no, her name didn't change. Her name was still Ireti Doyle. Neither the Patrick came out to bash the woman after the both of them got divorced. Um, so many people that we've seen that got divorced, and we did not see the partners coming out to bash and drag them. But Nkechi Blessing that understands this, Nkechi Blessing that knows how this thing can be. Okay, hers was not, they were not married, but she was lying that they were engaged and all of that. And this whole thing backfired. Nkechi Doyle had the guts to come out and tell us that because Justin Dean said Korra Obidi went to Nigeria for her friend's wedding and went and had intercourse with another with someone's fiance or someone's husband or someone's whatever, a man in Nigeria over there, and then Koro Obidi was 5 months pregnant when she did that. Koro Obidi already debunked, but let's say Nkechi Blessing had this to say before Korra came out and did the debunking. Even in, let's listen to Justin Dean's words in this particular video that made this lunatic, untalented buffoon actress to make this nonsense post. Let's listen to it.
I think it was 3 months old, but I just
give me a second. Let me pull this back. It's been playing in the background. Oh, not coming. Wait a minute. Let me put off the video.
Went to Nigeria for our friend's wedding, 5 months pregnant, and slept with this woman's fiance. So she was sleeping around while pregnant with my child, and I saw the text messages that they took from his phone. And here they are. I removed names to protect the people that told me about this. Seems like you've improved your skills. Korra, did you just insult me? Abi, boo, whatever. It feels like you were reaching my womb. Okay. Big fella hopes I didn't tamper with Justin's unborn baby, Athena. Nah, the baby. So I was upset because I found out that my ex-wife had been sleeping around.
So let's talk about this. Who is that woman that is married? One, you are a Nigerian or an African, and you know how a married man can actually cheat, and actually all over the world, the way they hello, I say thank you very much for joining. We're here to analyze some of these weird people and their weird way of thinking. And I'm really talking about this because Justin Dean kept dragging Nigerians and saying that everybody is supporting Koro Obidi. But now he's not coming out to talk about the likes of that blogger, Silver, what is his name? Tosin Silver, and we'll get to Tosin's own, but we're still tackling Nkechi Blessing. When we're finished with Nkechi Blessing, we will touch down on that giant coconut head, Tosin Silver, them guy, that blogger. We no get sense too. So let's from what we just listened to now, let's talk. You are a married woman. You are an African, or you're from wherever in the world. Because I believe every country, every thing, they frown at it. When a man does something, they're like, they will make 1001 excuses for them. It's a man's world, right? When a woman does something, everybody acts like, ooh, that's the first time it's happening. Everybody acts like they've seen an alien. So a married woman already knows that if she's going to cheat, society would frown at it more than the way they will frown at a man that cheats. That's one thing that as a married woman, you already know. So if you decide to cheat, you already have to prepare yourself for what is going to come, or you have to prepare yourself to be so good at it that nobody finds out. You don't get caught. That's one. So you have to be extremely careful. That's one. So is Justin trying to tell us, Justin and his gang, because on this video, this is not something Justin found out, or maybe was going through Korra's phone and stumbled across, or Korra accidentally sent it from her phone to him. This is them say. This is I say. This one said. The other one didn't say. Right? So, are you telling me that Korra was so stupid, or any woman would be so stupid to know that they are married? Two, they are 5 months. I don't even care if you're 1 week pregnant. At least you know that you are pregnant. You know the risk of what you're trying to do, right? And you will be so silly to not even be so secretive that nobody will know. And then after doing the thing that you've done that you know is so wrong, you will now go on a chat and start having a conversation with the person. Oh, you almost hit my womb. Oh, you almost broke my baby's neck because your cucumber was so giant that you were. Who is that stupid person that will go and be having such conversation after you've done something abominable? Who? You've done something that you know can end your marriage. You will go on a chat that you know that your husband. I don't know how people look at marriages. So because for me, my phones are there. It's everywhere in the house. My husband have access to my phone. So I don't understand. Isn't that how it is in a relationship? If your partner wants to use your phone, do you say, don't touch my phone? No, I will not touch your phone. No. If you start acting like that, it's not when it shows that you have something to hide. So are you telling me that this woman was so stupid that after she went, and I'm saying if we have to work with what Justin is saying, because for me, this is nonsense. So after she went to Nigeria, she committed this atrocity that Justin is alleging. Let's just look at it that way. She was not stupid enough to go back on text message to start chatting with the person, leaving evidence for people to find and go report to her husband, right? Or for her husband to accidentally stumble across on her device. Or for that particular person, if he's married, for his own wife to find, or for his own fiance or girlfriend to also find, right? Like both of them that engaged in this silly act that Justin is alleging, they do not have sense enough to know that, okay, you've done it, be quiet. They now will sit, both of them will now start having this conversation. Hope I did not break the neck of Justin Dean's child. Hope I did not. This is silly. Who is so stupid that to say, because Justin did in his own word, you could hear him say he's covering the names of the people that told him. So Justin did not witness this firsthand. Justin Dean, anybody could have said this. Anybody from Justin Dean's camp can write this. And if you notice one thing in the text messages that are being sent to that Justin Dean is presenting as proof, look at them very well. Go back and look at all of them, please, and read them with him as he's reading it. Also read it with him, because he's showing his screen as he's reading these things. So you can screenshot if you want and read it over and over. You can see the placement of the pidgin English among the English. It is not going very well. If you understand what I'm trying to say, it is not blending the way I would expect Korra to write, or somebody that is really. So it is obvious as someone is really, like when there's something he mispronounced, and we understand because he's welcome. I will read comments in a bit. I'm really fired up. I will read comments. I see your comments. I will take them. So you're welcome, Efosa. You're welcome. So when he said something, he mispronounced. I think he was trying to say Abio, which is normal thing that in Nigerian pidgin you would hear, where someone will say Abio. Anyways, my point is, nobody's so stupid to do something as silly as this that Justin is alleging. At the same time, the person will now go on a chat and start talking about it. So this looks like a text message coming from Justin's camp. And I love the fact that in this the same voice, in this the same note where he's explaining this thing, he also said that this was sent to him, and this is what the person that sent this thing to him is telling him. Like, he didn't see it firsthand. Do you understand? So I don't even understand why Nkechi Blessing feels like she can come out and bash people that thinks that this whole thing is actually doctored. Even before Korra Obidi came out to say this, a lot of people were of the opinion that, look, this is your receipt, get K-leg. That, like, this receipt that Justin Dean is presenting, there's something wrong with it. But because Nkechi Blessing is so untalented, have no brain in her head, she can actually come out and write this nonsense. But then she wanted all of us to be on her side and support her when that her ex, we call himself Honorable something. Please remind me the name of that Nkechi Blessing's ex that lives in the UK, right? That guy that really spilled the tea on Nkechi and never backs down. Whenever Nkechi does something online, that guy comes out and tweets. If something bad happens to Nkechi Blessing, that guy comes out and laughs. If Nkechi Blessing is fighting with someone, the guy will come out and say something. The guy is exactly like Justin Dean. So how is it that Nkechi Blessing wanted Nigerians, Africans, the whole world to support her, to be on her side and understand that the guy was a liar, the guy was lying, oh, this she didn't do, the other one she didn't do, faking that she was engaged, faking she was married and everything. The guy came out and spilled all the tea. But Nkechi Blessing today wants to look at everybody and insult them. Because her brain no smart reach to tell her, say, Oyibo people, they lie too. I guess she's one of those that feels like Oyibo people need a lie. Okay, so let me take comment and then we'll proceed. So, I say it said, you can tell the text message is fake because so explicit. Which person writes in full sentence in a text? The person who wrote it trying to make sure we know it's about Justin and his unborn second child. Exactly. And another thing that struck me about this thing is I hope I did not tamper with Justin Dean's baby, Athena. How did the person know that Justin Dean, since she was 5 months pregnant, how did the person know that the second child's name was going to be Athena? How? Was that an information that Justin Dean and Korra Obidi actually put out there before they, because I know most people don't drop the name of their children before the children are born. I'm trying to think. Some people can actually ask for suggestion of baby names. Some people can actually put out names that they are thinking about, but they will not put just one so you have a clue. They will put several names out there for you to, they will just put it out there and say they're going to pick from those. But you still might not know which one exactly they are going to pick until they finally officially announce it and telling you what their baby's name is. So how did that person know that the second child is going to be called Athena? How? Because I know that over here, which is where the name actually Athena originates from, here, if you have a child, until that child is taken to church and baptized and the priest says the name first, nobody is allowed to use it. So no, they don't even say, they keep calling it baby, baby, beba, beba. That's what you hear. That's in Greece, that's it. They don't. Nobody is allowed to use the name. So even if the child had the name, even if you tell someone, they will not use it. They keep it until it is officially, after the baptism, everything has been done in church, and then the priest will now say the name. Then as you're coming out from the church, everybody will now start calling the baby that name. But until then, that baby remains baby, baby, baby. But here they call them beba, beba, moro, agapibo, this one. Any sweet name they will use to just refer to your little one until the child is officially, baptized and that. So how did that person know that that baby's name was going to be Athena? If that was the case. It is just silly. I say it also said, see how the text is trying to be sure we are left in no doubt. Justin unborn baby. Like seriously. Shouldn't they be talking? You're very correct. I say, shouldn't they be talking if they are so stupid, like so silly to have that conversation? Is that not something you say in code? And since he said Korra went to Nigeria for a wedding, I'm actually expecting all those text messages to be in pidgin and well abbreviated, that if you don't understand pidgin English, you read it, you still will not understand. So it's not making sense. Two Nigerian people are having a conversation that they mostly will not, if this happened, there's no way they want Justin to understand it. So there is no way that man will be silly enough to text Korra Obidi the way that message was actually displayed. And you can see that they are just trying to forcefully insert pidgin English in certain places in those text messages to make it look more original, because they know that they will write it only in English, and people might start saying, this is kind of, fishy. The two Nigerian people that are really comfortable with each other will talk. Sometimes they will talk in pidgin, sometimes they will just, it is normal. But the placement is not, that's not how a Nigerian person will place pidgin in between simple and correct English. It's not. It looks like something that they are working and trying to. The person or the people that sat down to create that thing were trying so hard to put it in a way that when it comes out, Nigerians or people that understand the pidgin English, let's say a Cameroon, although, and those people, those that understand pidgin, when you see it, you're like, yes, now our person write this one. So yes, of course, now korra obidi and whoever she been the do runs with, now I write this one. That's the vibe they were trying to give. But they don't know that some people will close one eyes and look at that text with one eye again and close the other eye and really look at it very well to analyze it properly, to understand that this thing, it doesn't look real. It doesn't. The evidence is just not proving itself to be an evidence. You're very correct. I said this is fake. You're welcome, Obeng Dako. You're welcome. Thank you very much for joining. I say it said Africans wake up and stop being gullible. It's some of them, but there are very few. It's the likes of that giant coconut head Tosin Silver, the blogger, Nkechi Blessing, so far that I have seen. And anyone I see, I will come out and call, lie. Anyone I see, I will come out and call them out. These are the two I've seen. For now, as I go back to Instagram, anyone I see, I will come out and call them out, because the stupidity is enough. This man keeps bashing on, and still they support. If he's not they support, and leave the man there. Make him dig himself, put for the pity one dig himself. Those see they talk rubbish. You get head like Am Weber, head when no get shape. Let's continue. Efosa said, anybody supporting this man is still in love with his and her. No, I even talk that one. Master, what makes you think this man is telling the truth? This guy is telling lies. Efosa, you don't see I'm finished now. This now Oyibone the lie syndrome. Do you understand? That's what it is. And empty barrels make the loudest noise. And that's exactly what this set of people are. Inside their mind, we are woke. Adam woke. Adam very bad. They understand everything. They know what is house. Oh, God save our soul. Hey, we're raising generations of mumus, olukus of the highest level. Hi. God help us. So hello to you, to Oben Dako. Oben said the text message was apparently written by his old women friends. No, Biswakai old though. Old women friends. They have started confessing on Facebook. You see, I heard they've started fighting. I've not seen those videos yet. But anybody, please, Entertainment Daily, the way you see my name here on YouTube, it's also like that on Instagram. Anything somebody please tag. In fact, on Facebook, I have trending gist with Octavia Korra. So please, you can mention me. Remember, it's similar to this is Entertainment Daily with Entertainment Daily. Okay, which is Entertainment Daily with Octavia Korra, which is my second YouTube channel here. But I have a page on Facebook. So please, wherever you people see, tag me, I beg. Trending gist is not difficult to remember. Trending is trending. Gist is gist with my name, Octavia Korra. That's it. Tag me. I want to see this fight. Oh, Lucas. Mostly that one where they UK, where they run mouth all the time, where don't make Korra business her business. Person no call you. Somebody that didn't invite you to the person's matter. You just inserted yourself into the person's matter and you've made it your 110% business. In fact, that lady has not even minded her family issue the way she's been minding Justin Dean and Korra Obidi. So anybody that sees them fighting, tag me, please. Moku come here, come laugh. People will no get sense. 3 blind mouse, I be 10 blind mouse. I don't know how many them be. Now so then go blindly lead themselves into hole. I say it exactly. There was no slang in those texts. Where was the how far and the how you day? There was only the well-known Abio, which Justin picked up online. Everybody knows Abiu. Who don't know Abiu? There are certain things that we say that people that are not people that don't speak pidgin English pick on it very easy. It's so easy for them to pick on it. You hear things like we said the word nyash. A lot of people that if you're close to Nigerians or pidgin people that speak pidgin, you say the word nyash because you hear us saying all those kind of things. People learn bad words faster, so you will hear people saying the word nyash and all of that. So some people will even call it nesh. That's how they call it, nesh. So Justin thinks that when they insert a little bit of Abio and one thing, we will not think that yes, it was Korra and the person that she was doing runs with. Like nobody's a fool, man. People are going to dig up nonsense videos to prove a nonsense point, something that she opened her mouth to say. She said it by herself. So all those people digging all those old videos saying, but she admitted she said it by herself. She said it happened when she was in Nigeria. She did say it happened when she was in the US. Obeng Dako said, do you know he went to Linda Ikeji's page commenting and people started attacking him on the comment section like he's he's so really but I thought you see how Justin is contradicting himself. He said Nigerians were so not straight and upright that we're all supporting Korra Obidi. But then he went to the same, he said there are 90 blogs that are dragging him and they are all Nigerians. So what is he doing in Linda Ikeji? Is Linda Ikeji too not among the 90 blogs that are dragging him and supporting Korra? And why didn't Justin Dean screenshot this? He didn't see this one that Nkechi Blessing posted supporting him. Justin did not see it to actually post it and say, oh, there's at least one Nigerian supporting me. Or Justin did not see what Tosin Silva said supporting him, saying, I believe this man after Korobidi's UK attack. Video is on that Tosin Silva them, or whatever he calls himself. The one with arm Weber shaped head. It's on his Instagram. Where he's saying all this thing because Justin Dean said he cheated. So Tosin believed Justin Dean because Korra cheated, but Tosin did not see where Justin Dean cheated, right? Wahala day. So when I see some, I will tag you. Thank you very much. I really need to see it. Because I don't even understand how some people feel so comfortable. Somebody like Nkechi Blessing, we've not even read what Nkechi said. Wait, let me pull that thing back on.
Pregnant with our daughter, which is very risky business, which, like you get an STD or something while you're pregnant, that's a big deal. Not only that, while she was pregnant, after she came back from Nigeria, she confided in me that she didn't think the kid was mine. So I found out that she had been sleeping around while pregnant with my child. And then she told me.
Let's just take this. He's saying now he's claiming she told him that the child wasn't his, and she told him this. Wouldn't it have been better if Justin had brought out the evidence of when Korra was telling him that the child is not his, than bringing this story that somebody else from outside told him? Because if he would have presented the one that Korra said, and we'll see it that Korra was telling him that, look, I did something in Nigeria, and I'm suspecting that this, our second child, might not be yours. Isn't that a better evidence to present to the internet to shut everybody up? Take it and paste it on their face. Say, take this now. Let me see what you will say. But Justin Dean went and brought something bogus. And then he's now verbally telling us what Korra told him. As if we were mosquitoes or wall gecko on their walls to know that Korra did say it.
The child most likely wasn't mine? Of course I'm going to have a very visceral, emotional reaction. I think she probably said that to me so that she could get the reaction recorded to put it on social media. but I'm a human being. I said what I said because of what I found out and what I was told. And
listen to here, he said, I guess she told me that just so she could record it and put it on social media. Has he not already vindicated Korra in his own world? Because if you remember in the part 3 of Justin's tell-all story on Facebook, because I think we're now at part 10, and part 3 or the part 4, when he said they were in toxic relationship and he also needed to be toxic in order for the relationship to, like both of them were toxic. That's the point he was trying to make. So wouldn't that make sense if both of them were toxic and they were both in that toxic relationship, that if Korra would say something like that, something must have happened. They must have had a fight and he must have said things, because we've seen him call her names. So if she's telling him that, some women do that. I'm not saying it's okay, but if he's saying that maybe she said it so she can get him to react the way he's reacting and then record it and all of that, why is he now running with it as if that thing is true? Why? This man really thinks people cannot read in between the lines.
My plan was I was leaving. There was no way I was staying with her. My plan was to leave when Athena was 3 months old, but I was done. I didn't care what people thought. I didn't care. I needed to protect my kids and raise them in a healthy living environment. I'm sure she wrote it in her.
Okay, so that's the end. Next, we will read what Nkechi Blessing posted. So he said when she said that he knew he was going to live and raise his kids in a healthy environment. Tell me, as a human being, as a person, you're married or you're not married, you're looking to be married, you have family or not. If you are looking to protect the well-being of your own kids, if the well-being of your kids is the number one thing in your life, will you go on social media to blast their mother? Will you go on social media to post those things and kept talking the way Justin Dean was talking? How is that protecting your children? You need protection. You know the people to go and meet. You know that you were supposed to take her to court, present all your evidence and everything so they can give you full custody and deem her unfit mom. And she might get supervised visitation. That would have been you protecting your kids. But you came out and bashed, and even now you're even doing more harm by letting her, because she's going to grow up, she will see this video, it's not going to go anywhere. Even if you delete it, all your supporters delete theirs, other people will have their videos out there, because nobody's going to tell anybody when to take down their content or whatever, what they have to do with their own content. Your content is your content. You decide what to private, what to delete, what to keep up, and that's it. Because you did not go into people's homes to go and dig up their stories. Justin brought it out. So Atina is going to grow up and hear this nonsense that when she was in her mom's stomach, Ebola almost cracked her brain. And you think this is going to be a nice thing that Atina needs to know? Or when she goes to school, when somebody wants to tease her, that's what they're going to tell her. You that your mom was banging someone else when you were in the stomach. No wonder you're behaving like this. No wonder. You know how kids behave these days in schools. You felt like it was okay for you to bring your family matter out instead of divorcing her quietly, moving on with your life, co-parenting in peace. Or if you think she's such an horrible person that according to you, you have so much evidence that you can use to nail her. Up until now, 2 years later, you are yet to nail her and get full custody. Who are you trying to fool? Now the story has changed. When he started, he kept pushing, telling Nancy, telling Korra, telling the whole Nigerians. You people don't know. I'm just laughing at you people. You don't know how the law works in the US, because in his mind, because he's on Docha now, he thinks that it's going to favor him. Because he's a Muzungu, he thinks that yes, it's going to favor him. Because he's an Oyinbo, he thinks that yes, the law is going to favor him at all times. Sometimes they're going to, the court is going to look at the evidences that both of you are presenting. And most of the things Justin already said them on social media, so they can pull those videos and use it as evidence in court. Now the story changed from you people don't know anything. She's going to lose full custody. She's going to this. They're going to send her back home. She's going to go back to Africa. She's going to do this one. She's going to do that one. Now the court did not do any of those things that he wanted. The full custody he did not get. Nothing that Justin wanted that he achieved in that court, because he didn't have enough evidence, and he's not bold enough to come out and say my evidence was not good enough to prove my point because I was lying. Now the story changed to, well, the system is broken. The system failed me. The system is this, the system is that. But if the system had actually given him full custody, he would have been the one laughing. But because they saw through his lies and gave a good judgment, now he feels like, oh, the system has issues. And then the Mumu Nkechi blessing too. After, I don't know why Nkechi did not listen from the first part of the video that Justin did. Nkechi just focused because some silly ass bloggers decided to just take this part of what Justin is saying, and that's the one they spread. They did not spread from the beginning so people will understand the full story. People that are not paying attention or following the story will actually listen to everything and then make their conclusion. Nkechi Blessing jumped into conclusion. That's why I don't know any movie that she has ever been in, because she's so untalented that maybe even if I see her on screen, I won't know that is she. Because even people that do Waka Pass, you will recognize them and you will remember them. I don't know anything she's ever done. They just keep calling her an actress. I've never seen anything that she's done. So Nkechi Blessing posted in and said, Omo, any woman that is supporting Korra after that text message, them suppose, I don't know if it's a shame they blur that words. I'm not sure. Then suppose something she said. Then suppose something, and with 3 angry emoji, and she said, WTF, I beg. This is all shades of wrong. Here, 5 months pregnant. Here. So, likes of Nkechi Blessing that do not have ability to think for themselves. Hello, Treasure Gist. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining. Says good morning. So, likes of Nkechi Blessing do not have brain that functions properly. Likes of Nkechi Blessing do not have the ability to actually think for themselves and think properly. So that's why bloggers caught this part of the clip. Nkechi Blessing's brain did not tell her to ask what is Justin Dean's full handle, or if you don't know, or if she doesn't know how to write it, ask somebody to write it for you. So you go on Facebook and actually listen to his part 1. Everybody's telling you that Justin Dean is doing a tell-all. What is it in that Nkechi Blessing did not understand to be patient enough to go right back to Facebook and consume from the beginning of the story? Because he started telling this story from when they were in China. He spoke about how he was madly in love with Korra Obidi. He spoke about how Korra treated him like a king, respected his opinion, his suggestion, his everything. And he said he responded in kind. At some point, 3 months or so into their relationship, he knew he was madly in love. These were the words of Justin Dean. Oluku Coconut Head Nkechi Blessing did not see that part. These are the Olukus where we get for Nigeria. So for Nigeria, we go out there, they embarrass us as hell. Because people go come see Mumu big head like Nkechi Blessing and the other one, Tosin Silver, them, that other Oluku blogger with a head that is shaped like an Amweba or a paramecium. And come and be talking nonsense. At least watch from beginning to the end. If you know you're a public figure, that's why it's paining me, because this rubbish she tweeted, I be posted. I keep saying tweet all the time because I don't know, but I think she posted this on Instagram. So yeah, but you guys understand when I say tweet. This nonsense she wrote. When you know you have huge following, shouldn't you be careful of the type of things you're writing about? That's how they will just jump and start talking. And then later people say, I was misled. I was this, I was that. But Nkechi was the same person that was running helter skelter when that Mr. Bolahan, what is his name? I don't know, was dragging the hell out of her, calling her all sorts of names, spilling deep tea about this lady. She was going gaga, writing from right, left, center. There is no insult, there's no shade that guy didn't give to her. What is the difference between that guy and Justin Dean? She wasn't even married to that guy, although she came out and lied from her teeth, acting like she had the best fiance or she would best marriage or whatnot, only for everything to cast later. Last, he don't cast. Everybody go chop breakfast. I be serve breakfast. What won't I see? What won't my ears hear? Hi. Some people you reach me, you just drag them, crack their head, correct? Like they just crack their head, give them correct knock for their head. We go reset their brain. Cause who not get sense, no fit get sense again for this life. Person wey big rich as Nkechi blessing big rich. Nkechi blessing brain no tell and say for the number of following you have on social media, at least before you drop your opinion concerning this matter, go ahead and watch from the beginning of what Justin Dean said. One can see that Justin Dean is pained. You're here to tell us your story. Okay, we're listening. Justin Dean every now and then is inserting and she's fooling you people online. Is it your fooling? The money they are giving, the stars they are giving Korra, is it your star? Isn't it obvious that Justin is just jealous of everything happening to Korra because he thought full custody he would get. Korra Obidi will be pushed out of the United States and sent back home, which would have been a very shameful thing. But because everything was not true, yesterday we're listening to the conversation between Justin Dean and his mom when he said his mom was coming out to defend him. She came out and made more harm. She caused more harm than good. Because just before his mom came in, when they were having that technical issues, when we're still waiting for him to try to bring his mom up, he was saying, yeah, the Korra Obidi's gang, the terrorist gang, the Koreans, because that's what Korra calls her fans, the Koreans. Oh, this terrorist gang called Koreans, they dug up, they did this to my family. They even went and lied against my family that my brother or somebody, my brother had a criminal record or whatnot. None of my family members have ever been in any committed any crime or been in anything like that. The mother came and said, you're the mother came and said exactly the opposite of what Justin Dean said. Admitted that yes, somebody from their family, either the father or the brother, has been to jail. But the mom's excuse was maybe people said it was federal prison in the US, but it was not federal. So maybe it's the state or maybe it was a county jail. Does it matter? The point is, did somebody from the family break the law in the US? Yes. Did somebody in the family end up, even if it was a night, in a county jail? Yes. So how did they lie? Omo, gerara, here, you people, man. Omo, make another disappear. They vanish one by one. Nonsense. I see he said, Mr. Mr. Obidi doing too much. He thinks he's untouchable because he's dealing with a Nigerian. Coming out so boldly with his racist attack. Leave you go collect. He go collect. He go collect. Who know that song? From the late Ikisemo from Rivers. Anyways. Thank you very much for the flowers. Thank you for the flowers. Just Jennifer Usman. That WhatsApp was not real. It was fake. I pray Korra sues him so he can present it and bring out the person. Mr. Obidi is confused. Thank God she is a Nigerian. Thank God she's a Nigerian. Justin Dean insulted all Nigerians. He's been doing that from the beginning. The shade Nigerians, and not only Nigerians. At some point, he would actually make it look like it's an African thing. So 1 minute he's shading Nigerians, the other minute he's shading Africans, the other minute he's actually sounding like, because she's a person of color, so everybody collected. Do you understand? Even the Black Americans, the blacks in Britain, the blacks all over the world, the Caribbean, the ones in Caribbean, the Caribbeans, anybody with African roots collected in Justin Dean's hands, because he's trying to make this a war between two race. It's not going to work. Yesterday, I was screaming at the top of my lungs. I said, please, if you are a Nigerian, do not get angry at this, because that's what Justin wants. Let's get angry and let's start going ratatatata. So he can now prove a point that, you see, these are Koro Obidi's people. They are Nigerians. They're defending her. They are dragging me. Just as his mother said, she has aged 10 years. And he too, he said he grew white beards. Shu, not only you the age, Koro Obidi too aged. Koro Obidi's sister aged. Koro Obidi's father aged. Didn't he hint that Koro Obidi's father was going into Koro Obidi's room in the night to go and kill mosquitoes? And only God knows who is that delusional person that translated that from killing mosquito to him to as inappropriate behavior. Because him, Justin Dean, admitted on his own that he's been doing some shady things. I'm not saying this by just saying it. It is on the recording that we played here, that we all listened to together. The recording where you could hear him telling the woman that if you want to prevent a tragedy, tell Koro Obidi that I have a sex tape on her. You have sex tape, you did not go to present it in court. All those evidence that you have that can prove that's Koro Obidi banging, doing the do. You did not go to court to go and present it. Put it in the faces of the judge and whomever is responsible for you people's case, and say, look, I told you people, but nobody wanted to listen to me. All those evidence Justin did not present, but Justin wants us to believe that he's got evidence. The ones that he even flipped camera for us to see, it's only Nkechi blessing when a smoke they come out from his head. In the place of brain, a smoke there. That's the person that believes that, oh, this man has spoken. Then the Amweba and paramecium shaped head blogger, Tosin, is also telling us, well, I used to support Kora Obidi. I'm not even, seriously, I'm still trying to figure out the shape of that guy's head. I used to believe Kora Obidi. I used to support her. But since Justin Dean came out and revealed all these things, and then I was looking at her UK attack, who's that person that they pour acid on and the person is still posting was type of content? The person is not traumatized. Then they write down for person face. I been na by who frown face, na they traumatized. As in, he said she cheated. Oh, you're believing him because he said she cheated. Why didn't Tosin go and listen to that? Or Tosin will pretend that Tosin did not see what African Glitz TV posted. He could not go and watch that video too and hear Justin Dean talking. How many people have actually come out to say there is a private group, either on Facebook or WhatsApp or wherever? Only God knows where they have that witchcraft, witches and wizard coven meeting, where they go and plot and plan on how to destroy Korra. Is it when Korra is finally not here? That's the time people will now start saying, had I known, had I known? Do they used to write it on people's face, how people will react? We remember the guy in the US that was, I think he was, whether Ellen DeGeneres show, the Dijon her show, or one of these very popular talk show in the US. That guy that went and pied himself in a hotel. When the wife came out and gave statement, what did she say? Didn't she say he was playing with his children in the house, playing the day he pied himself? Even did some short videos and posted. Nobody saw it coming. He left and said he was coming back, never returned. He was found gone in his hotel room. So you cannot look at someone's face and pretend that you know what the person is feeling inside. That's how people say, she even when she's talking about something serious, she's smiling, she's laughing. And then if she will cry, people say, what is she crying? She's pretending. You can never please people. So if you think that you're a person that you will come into conclusion, you jump into conclusion just because it's like, where is the acid? Where is the acid? So because her face is not sagging, it means she was not attacked, even though that thing was seen on the live stream. So it simply means if it was not on live stream, people wouldn't even believe she was attacked at all. Because at least people believe even these people that are doubting her, they believe it was an attack, but they just feel like it was orchestrated by her. Well, how foolish do they think she's going to be to go to the UK and do something like this when she knows that most definitely it will be investigated? And if she's found guilty, she will be prosecuted for it. Who is foolish enough to have this type of nasty battle with an ex that is so bitter? He bitter past bitter leaf. He bitter past bitter cola. He bitter past both joined together. And you will now go and plot for yourself to fall into their trap. People are asking, where's the knife wound? Where's the this? Where's the that? Why not wait for the British government to investigate? Let the police, let the department that is in charge of the case investigate and finish up and come out with what they are going to come out with. You want to jump into conclusion because Justin Dean said this. And then Nkechi Blessing is here telling people to be ashamed of themselves if after they see after they see this post and they still want to support her. Here. You, when they were accusing you, when that your ex was accusing you of all these things, did you say here? You were writing as if you were writing an essay or something. Trying to prove, trying to debunk, trying to defend yourself. Your mouth was running rat-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, right, left, center. But now it's someone else's turn. You're quick to come out, to come and write here. No wonder the guy say you know even sabi right. Nonsense people with nonsense brain when they function. If you cannot think for yourself, leave it alone. Be quiet. Just post what they've said and leave it at that. Don't come in here and start showing people that you really don't have brain to actually think or process anything. Justin Dean have said, there's nothing he's saying that we were expecting. When Justin said he was coming to do a tell-all, he's going to be revealing this. Even when he got to that part 4, when he said, I've still not gotten an apology, so it seemed we will continue. And then he started telling the story. After he got to the end of that part 4 video, he said from the next part that he's going to bring, that is going to be messy, like it is going down from that time onward. He's going to be dropping receipts. He's going to be dropping proofs. He's going to do this one, do that one. Now, this nonsense that we saw yesterday, is that the proof that he brought? No wonder he didn't hold water in court. No wonder all the time that he went. That's why he said the legal system is broken. The legal system is not working. But this is the same legal system that he was using to threaten Korra Obidi and Nancy Ume and the rest of their family. He is talking about their family. But yet, on Nancy's this thing, you guys, wait, let me even pull up. Thank God I talked about it now. Let me pull up that and see the cease and desist letter from his Nigerian lawyers, because Justin Dean also have Nigerian lawyers. Tell me, who is helping Justin Dean to get a Nigerian lawyer if it's not Nigerians, if it's not black people? But at the same time, he said every black person is on the side of Korra Obidi. But the gang and the people that they said borrowed money for him, that some of them started having issues with him, people that contributed money for him, people that went to party with him. I think even his present girlfriend is also a black person. Now only Mumu won't date this Justin Dean safe. Really? Who wants to date a man that is still talking about the ex? Every day you wake up, you go on social media, you will see your present boyfriend talking about the ex. And then if you go to the ex's page, you don't see the ex talking about him. It simply means he has not gotten over that woman, and he can't. Because from what Justin Dean explained in the beginning, even him, even with the level of hatred he now has on Korobidi. He was able to tell us that yes, Korobidi used to respect him, that she changed when she came to the US. Waiting happened for that US one ago, which will make her change. That one he didn't want to say. He just wanted us to know that everything was fine in China. Everything was okay when they went to Nigeria. Is when they went to the US, that's when everything changed. Because she not come, they lie down for grant for you. KBSU. For those of you that don't understand what I just said, that's a greeting of that they greet the kings. Okay. Okay. So because she no longer lays down on the floor to greet Justin Dean and respect him. Oh, my husband, you can be in charge of my bank account. You can control my money and do whatever you want to do. Dean Korobidi also come out and said when she went to visit him in Santa Dominica, Santa something up there, her focus was swollen. Didn't we hear it on Korra's live stream that he went and administer antibiotics? In the administer drug like saying be doctor. They prescribe drug like saying be doctor. Give me a second. I'm trying to find. So Nancy too is really venting. Here Nancy wrote, justice for my niece Athena. Everyone that has made a dime tarnishing your reputation and that of your mother will run mad. They will lose everything and they hold there. Like you can understand. And people are busy saying, why is Korobidi's sister insulting? I said, are you kidding me? If you don't know anything about Nigerians, ask. Family is number one. You must be a fool not to stand by your family member when you know that that family member is right. Didn't his own mother come out to give statements yesterday? I didn't see those same people that were asking him, why is Nancy in the US? Are you going to tell Nancy where to go and where not to go? Are you the US government that or the immigration in the US that tells people who comes in and who won't? Has she committed any crime that prevents her from entering the United States? Oh, maybe she was here to move out money. Now your money. Now you work am. I don't understand. Somebody decides to travel. Somebody that's not the first time the person is traveling. You're bothered that the person went to the US to visit the person's own family member. The person didn't come to your house to inconvenience you, beg you for food. I don't understand people, but Justin Dean is allowed to have this gang where they plot and make all these plans. Who is really deceiving who?
Hello.
Who is really deceiving who? Because if Justin Dean said all these things that he said, tarnishing the image of their family, and at the same time, he's trying to take Korobidi's sister to court. I don't understand. I don't. It's just so weird that people would think that it is okay for them to tarnish the image of other people. I don't know how Facebook used to place their stuff. I can't even find that stuff now. Justin didn't think that all he said about Korobidi's family and Korobidi is enough to tarnish their image. Now the dragging that people are dragging Korobidi on Instagram, Justin Dean will pretend he cannot see. Justin Dean was not even honest enough to actually say thank you to those Nigerians that have stood with him from the beginning of this whole thing. He wasn't. But he was quick to come out and say, you people leave me alone. You're supporting her because she's one of you. She's one of yours. She's this one. She's that one. Talking about, oh, we went to a nightclub. Hatekus was named after a nightclub. You that you were doing those things that she mentioned in her official statement that you were doing. Those ones, the Nigerians that are supporting you don't see it. And you too, you pretend you don't see that you get support. Really, shame on anybody that would really not go in deep to read this whole thing. If you're just jumping in when this whole saga is starting, then you have to go right from the beginning in order to understand how the whole thing started. Because if you only listen to what Justin Dean is saying, it sounds like it was Koro Obidi that came out and announced this whole thing. It was Koro Obidi that brought this whole thing to social media. When the sister confirmed that she begged Justin to pull down that post. If he had pulled down that post when they were telling him, pull it down, let's settle this thing privately, we won't be here. Because people on social media will not have anything to say. But the likes of Nkechi Blessing will pretend that that time that it was happening, she was blind. The Tosin too that calls himself a blogger. I've never seen a blogger that cannot dig in and actually follow up a story before you sit down pretending that you're doing a podcast with your arm Weber head. I just don't understand the way people reason. I don't. At least if you're going to say something that is going to make sense. But if you ask me from the reason that Nkechi Blessing and that Tosin Silva are giving, that's the reason why we believe Justin now, and if anybody that is supporting Tosin now is a very bad person, are reasons that does not make any sense. Something that he is guilty of is accusing someone else, but you're able to blame that person and not blame him that is also guilty of the same thing that he's accusing someone else of, and even worse things that he has done. It is just terrible. All right, so that will be that for now. Like I said, okay, so then black people don't know why they always are the first to believe the Oyibo or the Muzungus. Now the eye when they say they look Muzungus. Now the eye when they say they look those Oyibos. You gotta look them like say they know they shit because most of them gonna talk like Justin Dean now. You guys should leave me alone. All I want is just to parent in peace. I don't want an issue. I don't want any problems. Y'all go support her if you want to support her. When he talk like maggot, meow, 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 meow everywhere, people will now feel that he's telling the truth because he speaks so soft. I say it's that accent. And I'm trying to speak like Justin now because that's the thing. Because probably if I come out now and I now decide to, people don't understand that Nigerians, we really have that talent. We can actually imitate anybody we want to, if we want to. So if I now come out and start speaking like Justin Dean, maybe that's when they will now believe this. Look, you could see the whole thing written all over Justin Dean on that live stream. His body language, he was red like a lobster. When you bring out the lobster from the water, they still look colorless, plain, pale and whatnot. And then you put the lobster on your grill, and then the lobster changes color. That's how Justin went from looking like a Muzungu to looking like a lobster that was on a grill, or a lobster that they just dropped into a hot pot of boiling water, a big crab. And he thinks we cannot see that he was uncomfortable. Sometimes he will scratch his beard. Sometimes he will scratch his head. Sometimes he will try to look on the other side, and because he is trying to think of how am I going to garnish this story that is going to make people really go against her. How am I going to polish this story that is going to make people believe me and not believe Korra? How am I going to garnish this story so I will start getting 10,000 stars like Korra? They pay them. I see they pay them. You got the sweet us. I see they pay them. Oh no, you the sweet us. I see they pay them. He dey sweet us as he dey pain them. Omo, he dey sweet us as he dey pain them. He dey sweet us as he dey pain them. Omo, he dey sweet us. Ogologo ma, Jehovah, ogologo ma. Hey. Oh my God, I say stop it, Mujaga. No matter the weight of elephant, you know fit cause earthquake. Devil colorizing worry. What if thunder fire the devil? He done red, oh, Baba. He done red, oh. Fire get red. Fire get red, oh. Iyedo, Nyamale. Taturobu tuwaja, Nyamale. Taturobu tuwaja, Nyamale. Iyedo. Okay, man. In his mind, in Justin's mind, after he comes and garnish this whole thing with shasha and unyenye, all those spices. Make they give on some Delta stuff. Sheko and a Delta Ibo. Justin gaga, sister disappear, vamos. Now I say it. Your mouth when you fire me at the faint here when I day. If you say I dey laugh, as in inside Justin's mind, we not get sense. All those red pepper, oh, they take they garnish our food, they eat. It is our brain never set tete. Our brain they work properly. You know who will be? They carry Nigerians play. You well? Yeah? Nigerians know they carry last. Pata na draw. Come on. Disappear. Vamos. You won't go try korra. Rest. You're no longer together. Do your thing. Let her do her thing. We were here expecting that Justin Dean is going to come out and give us something new. Because according to him, bombshell. There is not one thing Justin mentioned on this, his new tell-all, that we have not heard from the beginning from his mouth. Because he has posted 1,000,001 videos online. Now he doesn't remember what he has said, what he hasn't said, and he's just giving us old story 2 years later. At least give us something that will leave our mouths open. That is beyond reasonable doubt that yes, this is korra, yes, korra, this one you cannot deny it, you did it. Give us that type. That's the one we are waiting for. You said it's going to be till part 20, so you've reached part 10. If I'm not mistaken in my counting, you've reached part 10. Because I think the one that he said his mother was coming out to speak, that was the part 10. And after that, what he posted is this. Let's go back to his Facebook. I don't think we read it. Justin Dean. Let's type it. Let's write my name, Justin Dean. Okay, so let's see the last one, which is 14 hours ago, which we analyzed on our yesterday's live stream. Is the one that he titled "The Bombshell," and he said surviving a narcissistic part 10, visiting the 9th club that was named after my wife's coochie. So that's the part 10. That's the last video. So we're waiting for the next video that he will post. But instead, 5 hours ago, Justin Dean made a post, and this is what he wrote. He said, when you heal from trauma, you want to help others do the same. This post is really confusing. When you heal from trauma, baby. If you don't heal, you for don't move. If truly say you've been traumatized and something do you and you don't heal, you will move. The last person you want to pay attention to anything the person is doing would have been Korra Obidi. In fact, when this story came out that she was attacked in the UK, you would have just looked the other way. But Busybody did not allow Justin to look the other way. When everybody was still trying to find out what is going on. Welcome, Bunny Ghost TV. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining us today. When everybody was still trying to figure out What happened to Koro Obidi? Is she okay? What's going on? And is the investigation going on? Have they started? Just people are asking reasonable questions that, as a normal human being that is concerned about another human being that might not be related to you, but just because you are a human being with sympathy, empathy, you can feel sorry. You have feelings generally. Everybody was asking the correct question. Justin Dean flew out like a rocket. This is what celebrities do. They cook up stories. They will fake robberies and assaults just to gain popularity. Are you kidding me right now? Whenever she's live, she gets enough people to watch her. She has enough people that they've made it their job to support her, and they will come there and give her stars. Whether Korra is eating or whether she's walking or she's talking with her lovers, people that care about her, people that love consuming her content, and they just consume the content and they stay with her. They support her in any way they can. Why didn't Justin Dean mind his own business? Now he's here telling us his most recent post, which is 5 hours ago. I'm waiting. Let's give him another 3-4 hours to see if he will post something else. And then we will find out. If he's saying he is healed, why didn't he just move on? The same way that his ex has actually done. But he thinks that with all these things, tell me, how is his ex-wife Spek, who's named after a nightclub, helping another person? Because he said he's standing for men and even women that are in toxic relationship, and this one and that one. How has all these things that he has said and presented helped? It has not, because he only made himself look like a liar. And I think he's actually causing harm to those people that he thinks that he's fighting for. Tell your story. We're listening. As first you said nobody's listening. Now everybody's listening. Everybody's ear is open, listening to you. Your story, you can't keep it straight. Even your mama, where you bring come, no fit keep am straight. Now they act like who don't drink correct or gogoro way, then just they bring come out. You know, when they don't put that pot for bush, cook correct or gogoro. You go come, they call them ogogoro because as a Niger Delta when I be. Those correct ogogoro that they cook inside forest. As I give you small one, you don't waste. Your mama, they talk left, they talk right. Then they tell us the size of the square meter of their house for Oregon. Waiting consign us, waiting they happen for Oregon, I be oregano. Waiting consign us, consign that matter. We come out to come here whether Koro Obidi is guilty of what you are accusing her. You're telling us the size of the building of your house in the village. Okay, they don't call their own village. What they call it again? Countryside. I be countryman. This is Texas. It ain't holding. I don't die. Shame on that Nkechi blessing. And that Am Weber and Paramecium head Tosin Silver. Shame on those two people for not having brain on their head. Because if anybody sits down and look at this thing very well, you will just know that Justin Dean's evidence are not, it's not it. He has not proven anything, because if Justin Dean had all of these things and they were true and they were verifiable, Justin Dean would have taken Koro Obidi to court. Because Justin Dean's goal is to have full custody of Atina and June. That's what him and his mom wants. But now they want to play the victim. They're the ones that are being bullied. But just on his video here, he talked about Korra killing mosquito, accusing Koro Obidi's father of something that can actually lead to people lynching that man in Nigeria. But he doesn't see what he has done. The mother is talking about she has aged 10 years. You fit turn great-grandmama will not send. If you like, age like Methuselah, you not concern anybody. Because when you feel like you can dish it out to other people, you should be ready to receive. Because even on Koro Obidi's, when Koro Obidi was talking about it, she talked about when she called him on the phone, he said, "It looks like you guys are fighting again." Yeah. Others said they go talk, they talk like people, they get heart attack. So when her pikin do something, now normal fight when they get for relationship. When Korra throw her own bomb, now we should look at it as something else. No, when you people are having, if you're having a fight with someone, you don't tell the person, okay, I'm going to punch you in your hand. You don't punch me in my groin. No, the person will punch you where it go pain you. If you first open hand, slap person, no expect that person to open hand, slap you. The person feel fold two hand, punch you like a Captain America. You don't tell people how to fight. When you started with someone, the person will finish it. So he started it thinking that Korra will go into her shell. And I'm waiting most of these Muzungus, they think. So when they shine eye, people go wrong, go hide. I'm waiting most of these Oyibos, then they think. Then go to do anyhow because inside their mind. I don't blame them. I blame their American Hollywood and their nonsense TV and this thing media house that they have over there in the US, because it's them that started giving their people this nonsense mindset that they think that Africans live on top of the tree and we don't know anything. You talk with certain people and you do something, they're like, this is serious. I remember even when the program, this Young, Famous, and African, that program came out, you needed to go to the comment section and see, people were like, what? They lied to us. Did you see their cars? Did you see their houses? Yeah, because you people thought we were living on top of trees. Because personally, someone has even asked me, like, sorry, you don't be angry. Immediately I heard that sorry. Sorry, we're not sorry, oh, because it's weird I say oh, but like please don't be angry. I want to ask you something I've been hearing. And I'm looking at this person. This person has a phone. I have computer. You have access to go to cyber cafe to go and open a computer and do a research. Just type in any of the African country that you want to know something about and try to see videos. There are lots of content creators creating videos showing you different parts of Africa. No, they want to stick to that nonsense idea that their media sold to them. That every time you see an African person's photo is a small child that is malnourished with their hand open, begging for food. And the question comes, in fact, immediately I heard that story, don't be angry, the person was almost hesitating to ask me because I said, feel free, it's okay, ask me. I already knew where that was going to go. And he said, do you people have like brick houses? I just scattered laugh. I could not even get angry because do we have brick houses? I knew where that was coming from, like because we lived on top of trees or we live in thatch houses. And I just laughed and I said, yeah, you've heard the story of we live. Like I had to help him say it since he cannot say it already to my face. I just laughed and I said, you can do a little bit of research. Let it not be that I'm telling you. So that's where this whole problem is coming from. Justin just thought he will be able to do whatever he wants to do with Korra because where Korra is coming from, they don't know anything. But at least, even there in the US, Nigerians, Africans are breaking records in their universities. You and your posh life and your comfort zone and everything. People come from abroad and in the university, they are dusting everybody there. People don't want to know. People don't want to. So in their mind, they can do anything and get away with it because we're so ignorant. Then the likes of nonsense Nkechi Blessing with her giant size of head, with no brain there inside, wants to come out and write this rubbish. And the old Luku Tosin Silver, the blogger, because there are a lot of Tosins and there might be a lot of Silvers too. But I'm talking about the blogger on Instagram that pretends that sits in front of that one mic and that one giant cup. Where maybe you go pick from under bridge. Want to come out and talk nonsense. At what point when I go wake up, no, so I go begin get sense for her head. At one point when I go wake up, begin prove likes of this nonsense Justin did what he saying, go sit down. They talk slowly. Killing me softly. At what point? This is just terrible. It is terrible. Exactly. Now that's what it is. What else do we call this? If you feel like you can run with what he said, that he did not present evidence beyond reasonable doubt, the one she told him, he didn't bring that particular evidence for us to work with. He brought the one that somebody else told him. What is better than what somebody is telling you one-on-one, that you can post and say, is this not my chat with you? Or is it not the conversation with me and you? And you will not be able to deny it, because we will hear her voice, and we will recognize the sound of her voice. The same way we heard his voice on those audios, and he could not deny it. Why didn't he present something like that to us? So let's run with that. Is anybody afraid of Korra to call Korra out if he had presented enough evidence to prove that Korra did what he said Korra did? All right, guys, I gotta go. They're already calling me. Gotta go. I will see you guys later, because I am going to be surfing the web, and this is our mumu people no one get sense. We go screw sense inside their head, small. That's the job we're going to do. As we listen to Justin Dean talking, our mumu people will want act like Bubu the fool. We'll go fix them too. All right, I will see you guys on the next one. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. Thank you all for coming. Barnigos TV, Treasure Gist, I Say It, Jennifer Usman, Obeng Dako, who else came here? Who else? Okay, that's it. I didn't miss anybody. I didn't want to miss. Thank you all so very much, and I will see you all on the next one. We are coming back live. Okay, so subscribe, turn on notification so you will not miss the analysis over here. Thank you so very much, and off I go. God bless you. Remain blessed. Okay, all right. I have to go, and I will see you guys on the next one. We will dig up more stuff, and we'll come here and dissect it together. See you all later in the afternoon. This is 11 a.m. my time, so see you all later in the afternoon or in the evening, European time. So bye. God bless you all. I'll see you all later.